Hey everybody, I'm Toby Bittenbender. I am coming to you live this morning from the treadmill. If you're curious as to why I'm on this treadmill, please go check out my last video. It's all about accountability. If you're new to this channel, so this is going to be all about my past addiction issues that I had and also my recovery. I just hit 1,000 days sober, so I'm pushing 3 years. It'll be 3 years at the end of December, and I'm just super excited to be where I'm at and super excited for the future. So what I think I'm going to do is share a series of videos that kind of chronicle what led me to my addictions and then what led me to let them go finally and become sober. So this first video is going to be about the time that I thought I was Superman. So it all started when I was a child, okay? So I don't know about you guys, but for me, when I look back on my childhood, first of all, I had a very happy childhood. I had a very kind of normal family life. My parents, stayed together. I have two sisters, and we had a great childhood growing up. Neither of my parents had any kind of addiction issues at all. They barely drank. I don't think my dad had 5 or 6 beers his entire life. My mom barely drank, so maybe I've always joked, maybe it skips a generation. I don't know. So there's no excuses laid upon anyone else other than myself for where I got. But I think, when you look back on your childhood, does anybody really remember much before, 10 years old? It's very hard for me, and sometimes I wonder if it is because of, all of the stuff that I did that clouded my brain. So, but there are a few memories that stand out to me, and there's one in particular that I wanted to share with you guys today. So, when I was a child, I remember being 4 years old, and I know that's a long time ago, but I have a very specific memory, and you'll see why. So, I wanted to be Superman, and I thought I was. I thought I had the ability to be Superman. As soon as I saw Superman fly, I thought, well, I can do that. All I need is the cape, right? So I wanted a cape so bad, like a red cape. I was 4 years old. Superman was my hero at the time, and I just wanted a cape so badly. So what did I do? I go and I grab a bath towel out of the linen closet, and I wrapped it around, tied it, and I went to our front porch, which was probably about 4 or 5 feet up off the ground, and I went for it. I was like, because I thought, I've got my cape. It's ready to go. I am ready to go. I'm going to go fly through the universe. And so I get on the front porch, and very clear memory of taking off and soaring right into the rose bush that was laying right there to the side. And I had just ripped all down my center. I ran inside, crying to my mom, freaking out. I can't believe it didn't work. And, it's kind of funny because I've been thinking about it. That's kind of a metaphor for what ended up happening in my life. I've always thought that I was invincible, that I'm Superman, that I'm never going to die, and that, I can do anything. And that's a good attitude to have. But when it turns into, when you are going through the throes of addiction and you believe that, like, none of this is going to kill you, that's a problem. And there's something about me that I had that thought, like none of this is going to kill me. As far as I was concerned, I wanted to keep going and keep going and keep going and pushing the limits. And there was a couple times where I almost pushed it too far, and I'll get into that at a later date. But I wanted to get into the very first thing that I had an issue with was food. So I was a thin child up until I turned about 9 or 10, maybe 11. In that area, I just started eating, and I loved eating. And my grandmother was such a great cook. My mom, and they would encourage me. Again, not their fault. Every choice I've made is because of me. It's the whole he's a growing boy thing. Just let him eat. So I ate and I ate and ate, and I gained weight. By the time I was like 12 years old, if you look at my 4th grade pictures, I've got a double chin, and I'm a chubby kid. And what that did to my psyche, it really messed with me. And I dealt with those kind of things for years, just bad self-image, bad body image. And it led me down a road of doing things to try and counter that, rather than the healthy things like eating, a good diet and working out. Even though I was an active child, soccer team, tennis team, I'm a swimmer, I was a lifeguard. I did things rather than the right things to do, exercise and and eating right. I did other things to try and lose the weight that were bad for me. And I'll get into that in another video, but I just wanted to jump in and tell that story real quick. This is the beginning of my story and how it all goes. Another thing too is that because I'm new to YouTube, my wife April, she has a YouTube channel. It's April After Dark. You should go check it out. It's all about paranormal and spooky, and I'm on there sometimes, and I think I'm going to start getting on there a lot more because we got a lot of things that have happened together. We do a lot of ghost hunting. But anyhow, I know there's rules to YouTube, what you can and can't say, what you'll get flagged for. I kind of need to do some research about that, because I'm going to get into some really hardcore subject matter, and it is no holds barred. I'm going to go to the depths of disparity of what I did in my addiction, and I'm going to tell the exact real story of where I got to, the lowest of the lows that I hit. And I want to make sure that I can say certain things that, I just need to make sure I understand the rules. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have a great day. And I just appreciate you. Like I said, please subscribe to my channel because it's going to get real interesting soon. All right, you guys have a great one. Bye.